I want to teach you the 4 areas of your spine. This is really an intro to the Egoscue method, but really you've got cervical, the neck, thoracic, mid-spine, lumbar, which is lower back, and sacrum, which is pelvis. Now, it's critically important that your pelvis is not rotated forwards or backwards. You can't see it. Sorry, it's below camera. That your feet, you can't see again, is pointing straight ahead, about a fist or two apart. And again, everything is stacked. All the lower joints are stacked evenly left to right. The way we do this is we start to use the same side of the body. Evenly. Now, it's very, very important. Joseph Pilates was a genius, and there's other people who, so you got to understand there's work that these great men built on that we haven't heard of. Everyone, idiots heard of sorry, I mean that insultingly. Everybody's heard of Pilates. Not many people understand some of the founding fathers who brought us these principles. But Joseph Pilates, who was a genius, if you read his biography, but he would get people standing against the wall when they start, and he'd get you to drop the cervical, drop the thoracic, drop the lumbar, drop the sacrum, and down to the floor you go, and then stack the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Sacrum's up, lumbar, thoracic, cervical. Now, you know, we have to learn to, now when the body goes forward, when the muscles at the front activate, it's called a flexion in any part of the body, flexion. So I'm flexing right now, because I'm activating the front, I'm flexing. It's a flexion of the cervical vertebrae. If I'm going backwards, it's an extension. So it's off camera, but I could extend, you know, my leg backwards, or I could flex it forwards. Now, most people's pelvis isn't in a crash hot position, and because we're right side dominant or one side dominant, most of us have major twists. So together with the Egoscue method, we're going to get the cervical, the thoracic, the lumbar, the sacrum moving, flexing and extending properly, and most of us are going to find flexing or extending in certain positions easier. So as an example, a lot of people like to extend the spine, they like to extend the lumbar, and a lot of people feel good extending the thoracic. It seems very fancy. If I didn't have this mic, I'd have both hands behind my head, but going left to right, you know, keeping the thoracic in an extension, there's, honestly, I could name 200 to 300 exercises that you can do from the School of Egoscue and Pilates and these different great movement masters. And we always say build it, then strengthen it. So we want to build everything up, get the structure strong. Can't tell you how many bodybuilders and things I've worked with, and honestly, that, you know, the neck's in it, the cervical vertebrae is in the extension because they mouth breathe, and everything else is actually pretty aligned. If we could just get that neck working, even things on top of the head, we'd have some real power there. And I see skinny people who are very, very strong because we get everything aligned. And let me tell you, the power you have when you're properly aligned, you're going to be amazed, rather than strengthening into a dysfunctional position.